Hello all. I'm doing another pouring video. Still haven't gotten into my groove yet and decided what sort of audio I want to accompany with the videos. So today I'm experimenting with voiceover. And when I was chatting away in the video, there's some swearing and stuff and long periods of silence. So I thought I'd just do a voiceover and see how that goes. A couple of the videos beforehand were just wildly unsuccessful. I mean, the paintings turned out like goopy messes. It's just a giant disaster. But anyways, I'm using a new pouring medium. Benjamin Moore has an equivalent of Floetrol, and I've been trying to get that to work for me because it's so much cheaper than the pouring medium in art stores. I haven't really gotten it to work for me yet, well, up until this video. So I'm pretty excited that I got it to work today. I tried a whole bunch of different theories all at once with this video, which is kind of stupid because you know, scientific procedures, you would eliminate all the different variables, but I changed a whole bunch of different things all at once. I made the paints thinner. I used way more paint than I did on the previous paintings. I put more water in the white and less water in the colors, more a little less silicone, I guess, and I didn't stir the silicone into the paint as much. So I don't know if it was a combination of all these things or what, but the end result was pretty awesome. The painting still has to dry because that pouring medium really prevents the paint from drying quickly, and also there's a lot of paint on this little canvas. But overall, so far, so good. I was really happy with what happened. I put black in 3 of the cups, and I left one of them without black in it. I had a whole plan in my head of how this painting was going to turn out, and of course it didn't turn out anything like I expected, but it was pretty good, and I'm really happy with this one. So hopefully I can start doing more of these and bigger ones. I'm probably gonna have to buy a lot more paint. I can't believe the amount of paint that I put on this one, but it worked. So who am I to say? For this part, my giant head is in the way. Sorry about that. Next video, I'll try and be more mindful of where my head is and where the camera is. And almost immediately after I popped these cups up, I could tell that it was going to be a good one. The paint was just reacting the way it was supposed to. Cells popped up almost immediately. So there was a lot of trepidation in actually moving the paint around. I really didn't want to have another mess up. But I fought through it. And I poured it. And I moved it. And if you notice in the bottom right hand corner there's an interesting little effect I hadn't seen before. It's like all these little dots of black. I don't know if it was the pouring medium or what was going on, but they weren't quite cells. They were definitely like just little dots. It ended up working really well for this painting. It kind of made it look like I don't know, an explosion in space or something like that. So that was cool, but I don't know why the white and the black reacted like that in just that one particular area. Maybe it was how I stirred the paint or something. I really have a hard time being patient and waiting for the cells to come up. I think I waited a total of like 5 seconds before I started thinking about putting the blowtorch on it. But it's just so fun to put fire on the painting. You can actually see on the top right corner there, when I move my hand, the same sort of weird little dots appear. I have no idea why that was. But I see some great cells starting to pop up there. Actually, I've discovered that one of the best parts of this whole filming process is watching what the painting does afterwards, because like when you're in there and in the moment, you're not really like, I'm super focused on just trying to make this a success, and I don't really get to see the cells popping up, and like I see it, it's just, I don't know, it's fun to watch again. So I just dabbed up the sides there, because despite the copious amounts of paint that I poured on there, I still had some bare bits on the sides. And I really gotta think about where the camera is and where I am. I'll do better next time, I promise. Yay! Successful painting.
Thanks for watching, and I